Hi everyone, today I'm going to be doing a book review on the book Time Between Us by Tamra Ireland Stone. I have zero notes written up for this, so I'm just going to be rambling a little bit. I'm going to try and keep this short though. Time Between Us is about a girl named Anna. Okay, it's A-N-N-A, which I'm 90% sure is Anna, but ever since Frozen, the voice in the back of my mind is like, go away, Anna! So, Anna, I don't know. Anna lives in a small town in 1995, and she has a really normal life, you could say. Her best friend Emma, who is British and awesome, and her hang out all the time, and she has a job working at her father's bookstore, and she just has this wanderlust. Is that the word I'm looking for? But she really just wants to travel places and get out of her small town, but that has never happened before. But then one day, a new kid comes to school, and his name is Bennett Cooper. Long story short, Anna finds out that Bennett is actually from San Francisco from the year 2012. It gets pretty crazy and she starts to go places with him and they start to have a couple of adventures. So it's just really sweet, really awesome. Shenanigans ensue, conflicts ensue. 2 thumbs up. Well, maybe like 1.5 thumbs up. It was good, but it wasn't like, wow. I gave this book 4 stars on Goodreads. The thing about me is that I'm not really a time travel person, or I guess I wouldn't say I'm not a time travel person, but whenever I read stuff about time travel, I get very weirded out. I don't know if it's too much for me to grasp, or if I just don't like the genre, but I end up normally really confused when I read time travel, because obviously you can be 2 places at once, and do-overs, and going back and forth, and it was just chaos. But in this book, I really enjoyed it. I felt like a ton of the stuff they do was really easy to follow, and I was expecting to be like, what is going on? Like most books, because a lot of time travel books are more sci-fi than anything else, but this one is more of a contemporary with time travel aspects in it, and that was really awesome. I really enjoyed it. I started this book in the middle of a school day after I finished Grasshopper Jungle, and I really liked the writing style. I was reading the first couple of chapters, like, wow, this is great. It was really reminiscent of a Gail Forman book I had just read just one day at the beginning of this month, so I was really feeling like it was the same type of writing. So if you liked Gail Forman's writing, I think you'll like this book. It's just really poetic, and it's not super fancy or descriptive like Ransom Riggs or anything like that, but it's definitely very flowy and very interesting to read. I think 3 nights consecutively in a row I stayed up till like 1 or 2 a.m. reading this, so it was good. I could not put it down, especially last night. It was like 2 a.m. and I was like, I have school tomorrow. This is not good. So A+ on the writing. I really turbo enjoyed it. I already mentioned how much I liked Emma, but I also felt like the side characters were just great, and I love a book that can give me lovable side characters, and this book was definitely one. Excuse me, trash car, can you like pick up trash somewhere else? Thanks. Emma is just ridiculously awesome. Even though Emma isn't there a lot, and even though whenever she is in the book, it's typically just for filler scenes, or whenever Bennett isn't being featured, I still really liked her. I found that she wasn't necessarily relatable, but she felt like someone that you would have as a friend, like someone that every person wants in a friendship. I absolutely loved Bennett's character. I think he gives off this really stay away from me vibe in the beginning, which I guess is not too unusual in young adult books, or some of them at least. And whenever we got to know him, I was just really wowed by him, and he was a great character, and not necessarily rememberable. He was a 4-star character, if that makes sense to you. This was a 4-star book. So, great, fun, entertaining to read, but overall, I'm not going to be fangirling about him for like 17 more years in the future. And lastly, Anna. Anna was a pretty cool character at first, and I really liked the way she acted. But whenever it got more toward like the conflicty parts of the story, I felt that she just lost a little bit of like her, not necessarily her spark, but just what I liked about her seemed to kind of fade away, and it just, she was making some really rash decisions and just thinking really weirdly, and I didn't agree with it sometimes. There's a part in the book that something really tragic happens and she has to deal with that for like a day, and then she realizes, oh my god, I can just go back in time with Bennett and we can fix this. And even though Bennett's telling her, no, we can't do that, she's getting so upset and so angry. And it felt like she just didn't have any respect for him, and she was just using him for his timey-wimey, wobbly, whatever, powers. And that vibe came off more than one time, and I did not like it very much. And again, it was only a couple of times, but I just felt it really walked the line between her actually helping with things and her just wanting a do-over because it was possible. The last thing that I found troublesome about this book was that we were given a very, like, set-in-stone conflict, like, this is why he's here, and this is what we need to solve by the end of the book, and then I was totally expecting for that to come along and happen, but it didn't, and something else occurred, and we ended the book without having resolved the first conflict that was introduced. So we're gonna have to get the second book. Is this a duology or a trilogy? I know there's a second book, but I'm not sure if it's a trilogy. And anyway, we're gonna have to buy that one if we want to know what happened to the original conflict and if that gets worked out and how. I swear, this garbage truck has gone by like 7 times. And that is all for my review. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to pick it up, let me know. And until next time, thank you for watching. I'm gonna go have a snack because I just got home from school and I haven't had a snack yet. Bye-bye.